Poomporn Thamsatitdej, директор по искусственному интеллекту университета Thammasat, Thailand.
Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor and pleasure to be a guest speaker and to share with you guys about the AI educational movement in Thai context. Today, I'm going to cover four key issues. I'm going to start briefly with the AI and educational movements, and then I'm going to drill down a little bit with the probably one of the most recent country that developed its own national AI strategic directions, and then I'm going to provide you with how Thammasat University positioning itself when it comes to driving educational in IT and digital, technical and managerial aspect. I think the environment in Thailand is rather different from many countries because we're very competitive in terms of the university provide these sort of national research fundings in the middle. Then any university that would like to take these grants, we really have to propose our creative research projects. And if you win, then you get the money. Otherwise, you wouldn't get anything. Therefore, that is one of the reasons why a lot of universities in Thailand trying to manage and tailor its research and teaching programs to be aligned with the national agencies. And then I'm going to go into details more when it comes to Thammasat University Artificial Intelligence Unit, which at present I'm a director. First of all, in 2022, European Commission published a report on the effect of AI in education. It covered three interesting issues. The first one is that how AI would affect learning capability of students. Basically, there are an argument whether or not AI could support learning curve. Would it be possible to use AI to drive more creative learning, or is it something that's going to provide negative impact on the learning capabilities because students can use generative AI to answer all their essays, for example. And another issue is that how AI can support teaching. For example, some universities trying to develop the generative AI as a tutor. Therefore, the lecturers and the researchers themselves will not have to spend time talking or answering questions to the student. Instead, the student's gonna talk and discuss with AI. And that is something that also arguable at present as well, whether or not AI is gonna be supportive, providing a positive or negative impact on the teaching activities. But today, what I would like to point out specifically is about how the institution would transitioning its mechanism to drive AI. As I mentioned before, that in Thailand we are very competitive in terms of looking for national budgets. That is one thing. The other thing is that if you can see that for learning and teaching activities, all of them are basically being managed under the university governance and administration. Therefore, it is very important that we have to look at AI as a mechanism under the umbrella of university management. This is the Thailand National AI Strategy. We have a very ambitious vision that I think in the next 4 years we're going to have AI solutions, innovative AI. But as you can see from this strategic framework, the very first and foremost important issue is that the human capacity. It focuses on two important group of people. The first group is that the people who are already in employment, how can we reskill them? And the second group is the younger generation, students who study, how can we ensure that they're gonna have a proper AI skill? And they focus pretty much on the second bullet, which is the role of the education to provide. And when it comes to this sort of designing the learning platform, at present, we really need a lot of connection, partnerships with both public and private organizations to ensure that whatever we're trying to do, we're trying to teach our students at the end, once they graduate, is going to be, respond to the market demands. And it is something that I'm going to talk a little bit in more details later on. And they hope that with these capable new, let's call them AI labels. They would be able to use the AI as a solution to drive economic development, and at the same time, they're hoping that AI is going to be a key engine to serve public services, or those healthcare and education as well. For strategic theme, as you can see that at present, there are 5 strategies. I highlight them in orange because that's all the area that Thammasat University can cover at present. The first strategy is, of course, it's about the readiness of AI development, and it's really focused on the legal framework, and within it, they have this sort of governance mechanism to ensure that from now on, the AI development project's gonna be under this sort of guideline. We haven't done anything much for the second strategies because it's the work of the government in terms of laying down infrastructure. But for the last strategies, 3, 4, and 5, you can see that they have this sort of a interrelationship. For the third strategy, the focus on the AI and capability, and of course, that is the role of universities. And at present, not just only universities, but private companies and training service organizations trying to capture these market as well. For the fourth strategy, they're hoping that once we have a capable human, then they're going to develop some more and more innovative AI solutions, and hopefully for the fifth strategy, AI can be used in the widespread areas in both public and private sector. They even state some specific sectors which the government think that it really needs AI as a contribution to enhance performance and effectiveness. But however, at present, we haven't laid out the foundation to respond to any strategic direction just yet. What we need to do is that we need to really follow that sort of target and KPI. That KPI number 5, which is very interesting, they focus on producing 30,000 AI talents. And that is the questions that we are somewhat curious about, because when you talk about AI talent, what are they? Because they haven't provided any sort of AI job description. Are we talking about data scientists? Are we talking about people who are more oriented into solution, creative ideas, and innovation process? And that's one thing that Thammasat University has to classify our positioning. The rest, it's just like a common process. When you have new things, of course, you have to raise awareness, do promotion. The second issue, which I'm going to talk about later on, is the area that Thammasat University has involved with and developed this sort of legal framework for Thailand. And the 7th bullet, which is the AI research and to create the AI solution for business and social impact. That is something that at present the AI Center at Thammasat University is working on. When we talk about universities in Thailand, as I mentioned before, they are very competitive and they have their own sort of uniqueness. Luckily, at Thammasat University, we just happen to have experts in 3 important areas. The first area is legal and policy framework. Therefore, we have a group of our professors who is working on developing the AI policy and legislative framework to control AI in the future. And the second group, we have these technical experts from Srinthorn Technology. It's a faculty that consists of laboratory that would allow students to really have these sort of facilities to develop AI. It focuses on those AI tools and techniques like deep learning, machine learning, what kind of machine learning techniques should be suitable for dealing with different kind of data like reinforcement learning, semi-reinforcement learning, for example. And then we have our college, which is called College of Innovation, which focus more on data utilization. So at present, it's quite lucky in a sense that we have 3 faculties or departments that cover key important areas that the Thai government trying to move forward. The result that we work with the government from our first group of experts, which is working on the legal framework, is that they're going to design this sort of act that's going to promote AI, encourage people to use AI, And also, in these 5 key mechanisms, at the right bottom, you can see that it consists of 5 interesting issues. Basically, what it's indicating is that from now on, what you're going to do with AI project, you really need to start from sandbox, which would provide the government and stakeholders to really understand what you're going to do with it. And also within the sandbox, we're going to learn about the risk assessment from data input, data processing, and as well as the data output. And within the risk framework is connect to the data sharing, which is going to focus more on data privacy, security, data sovereignty, which is the key issue in Thailand at present. We use a lot of social media, and most of social media actually have cloud service, which is stored in other countries, and that is when it's come to challenging issues about who is the owner of the data, and once they have it, what they're going to do with it. And for number 4, they're trying to develop this sort of AI standard project management and project methodology. And also number 5, which is very interesting, with number 4, once they have this sort of AI development methodology, they're going to use that as a framework for any organizations that would like to develop AI with their partners. Therefore, basically, all these first key issues going to be designed in the contractual framework to ensure that for the AI project development, once you're going to work with your partner, they have to follow this framework as well. And that is the result, and which is very important as well for Thammasat University. It's not just only we designing, and also we keep tapping, and we can use this as a guideline to further develop our human capability as well. As I mentioned previously, that when it comes to creating 30,000 AI talents within 6 years, and when I scan the entire, let's call it, educational market at present in Thailand, a lot of universities in Thailand, let's call them 80% of them, they focus on technical AI-oriented. Like, I'm going to be based at producing data scientists. We are, nurturing data engineers, and we're going to have a specialist in database management. But when it comes to the innovation process, which is probably the key when it comes to AI solution, it's data analytics, business analytics, and all those people who can come up with questions about what should I do in order to improve my organization performance? What should I do in order to increase agricultural performance, manage better in terms of wildlife, inspections, audit accidents, the application aspects. A lot of universities in Thailand, they haven't covered that just yet. So when we further focus with the private companies about the successful of the AI projects, it's actually boiled down to the fact that we don't really need all those technical too much anymore. Now we need creative people who understand how to formulate questions. Something that happened to me within these last 6 months was that one of the company came to us and commented that, your students, they are not technical enough. We would love more technical students. And 3 months later, they came back to me and asked me, I really want this group of students because we have too much technical. So this is something that is very interesting, because when you would like to positioning your own university and trying to produce number of AI talents in the future, you really have to understand the market requirements and the dynamic of the market as well. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of, unemployed, brilliant technical, which is now happening in Thailand. Right. For our college, which is the College of Innovation, at present we provide physical courseware, cover bachelor and master degree, and we also offer an online degree. In an online degree, we have offered so far 20 courses. The students can have their choice whether or not they would like to complete their master degree. If they would like to complete their master degree, what they need to do is, as a compulsory, is that they have to take independent studies or thesis. Otherwise, they can take just only credits as long as they want. And this is very interesting in a sense that we think a lot of people that would enroll to online platform are people who don't want to come to university due to various reasons, but we didn't actually think about that we're going to have a lot of potential students who have, strong background in the technical and managerial perspectives. Two of the students who graduated last year, they published their independent study in the international conference, it's the IEEE conference, and we were quite surprised that, wow, actually this is an open opportunity for a lot of people. It just happened that the guy who studied and completed his master's degree, he's just my friend, but he didn't tell me that he enrolled for this course. He worked for IBM, he has 2 sons, so he didn't have time to come to the university. Therefore, he decided to take this course, but he would love to complete it because he wants to challenge himself. And he told me that there are more and more people like himself who would love to join this sort of online platform. So far, around 10,000 people enrolled, 40 people graduated, basically people who finished their thesis and independent studies. And as you can see, even though we offer 20 subjects, but we try to classify them into 3 main modules, which is data science, business strategies, and digital transformation. There are other universities in Thailand as well that offer these kinds of MSc courses, but they focus on either data science, business strategy, or digital transformation separately. I think we are the only, at present, university that's trying to combine these 3 issues all together. And it's challenging when it comes to students when they learn, because if they have a technical background, they perform well in data science, but they're going to struggle when it comes to business strategy, especially when it comes to change management and digital transformation. But also, at the same time, people who have managerial skills, they enjoy learning strategic planning, strategic formulation, change management, but they struggle when it comes to data science aspect of it. So what we're trying to do now is trying to solve this problem by providing more of the basic platform so that people who have different background can catch up, learning from scratch step by step. Right, that is an overview of Thammasat University. I drill down to the faculties and then I focus on specific department, which is College of Innovation. Now, when it comes to my center, we're trying to respond to something that university hasn't actually covered just yet, like we're going to increase more awareness about AI implications. We, of course, would like to build more linkage when it comes to AI solutions and business society, and also we should focus more on AI capability, workforce, especially when it comes to reskill, not building the new skill. And this is when the center started. It's originated from our vice president, Professor Jirapon, who sits there. Well, actually, he's supposed to give a talk, but he assigned me to do it. But his original idea is that to provide this sort of, area where people can come and inspire. So that's when he designed this center as an exhibition so that when people come in, they can learn about the basic AI, understand the applications of AI, and hopefully they're going to be inspired and choose some of the online course to study. We're not really interested in things like number of enrollment, but we are more keen towards seeing number of people increasing in terms of awareness and interest in AI. Apart from that, we provide training and research and consultation center as well. Here is the activities that we have done so far. We provide AI application tour at present. We have different stations, start from the basic what AI is, and then the application through robotics, facial recognition, provide them with the application in terms of medical solutions, marketing solutions, HR solutions. So when people come in, they can learn and see that, wow, AI as an engine can respond to different requirements and needs. And in the future, we're trying to develop this exhibition into self-learning process. We design this sort of learning journey when the students or people come in, they can just start register themselves and learn through the interactive board about AI. And at the end, we're hoping that once they understand the basic about AI, they would love to enroll. And that we're going to provide this sort of automation courseware booking for them as well. And for training programs, we provide both programs that would encourage university staffs to understand about AI. A couple of months ago, we just provided this prompt engineering course for our university staffs. It's interesting to share with you about the result. People who are from IT department, they enroll this prompt engineer and they are very happy about it. Their satisfaction is very high. Thank you very much, I learned new things. But when it comes to HR, marketing, or all those people who work with managerial activities, the first question is, why did I have to come to train prompt engineer? Because they didn't say the value. But in the prompt engineer activity itself, we provide the HR sort of framework. Like, if you want to design HR strategic solutions, what you need to do. And they use prompt engineer, to allow the HR people to have this sort of response from OpenAI platform. But they didn't see the benefit out of it. And that's when it comes to the fact that, wow, we really need to alter their attitude, not in terms of using technology to solve solutions, but rather to challenge them in terms of managerial solution and provide them with alternative methods. Let's say, if you want to develop HR strategic solutions in the future, what are you going to do? If you have to manage all those aging people who are retiring, would you like to develop this strategy yourself? Or would it be possible for you to use this sort of platform as a co-pilot or partners to help you out? In this way, I think people start to understand more of the benefit of AI. And also we have the platform to train our lecturers. We engage more and more with the business communities. We even conduct a workshop for SME to come in. What they're eager to learn is quite interesting as well. Their questions normally come in with, what AI can do for you, or what AI can do for us. And the question is not what AI can do for you or for me. The real question would be, what would you like to enhance in your business performance? And is AI would be a suitable solution for your business? So that perception toward AI is just like this sort of miracle technology solution that can do anything. They normally come ask about case studies, examples. Just like, shopping basket, which the thing that they come in, they're going to shop some solutions and go back home, and things going to be better. But now we understand that in order to communicate with them, we have to focus more on the strategic direction. And also we work with the National Broadcasting Telecommunication Commission in Thailand. We teach teachers in Bangkok and provide these sort of basic AI skills so that when they go back to their schools, they can provide the AI training for their children as well, for their students as well. Right. At present, as I mentioned before, we rely very much on partnership with different stakeholders. IAC, of course, is one of the key partners, but also we keep tab with how ASEAN CIO is working on their AI and digital transformation. I myself is a member council of Thai CIO as well as Thailand Management Association. So basically it allows me to really understand the technical movement as well as the managerial movement in Thailand. That is very beneficial in a sense that you can keep tab both ones at the same time. And also we work with the National Innovation Agency of Thailand. These organizations trying to push forward the idea of tech startup, and they have a lot of money when it comes to developing new startup. And our students most of the time enroll their startup challenge, and it is also a playground for our students to develop their AI competency as well. Apart from that, we try to keep tab with all those global companies like Accenture and Microsoft as well to really learn what are they thinking to really learn about what should we prepare so that we can, at least for the last, let's say, year, we can equip our students that would be well enough to respond to the market demands. We provide executive education programs to focus on different levels. We cover, of course, executive level, business and functional level. And for different levels, we try to design the program that would be suitable for them. And also, we're going to develop this sort of AI agile methodology project to sell an idea that, in order to develop AI, it's not a technical person. As a collective group, you really need someone else to really support them. And with partnership from diverse parties, it allows us to come up with the new research themes. And in Thailand, at least, the research that we're going to go for in terms of a managerial aspect is a cognitive and strategic thinking. Why don't executives in Thailand think proactive enough? Why do they lack about technical solution? How can they not integrate technical solution with their strategic direction, those sort of thing? And of course, digital transformation is one of the key research that we're working on. But when it comes to technical aspect, that we get the requirements from our partners, we normally go to our networks. Like at present, we're working on using machine learning to predict accident in the northeastern area, and that would serve the logistic industry companies. Right, in conclusion, our case study or lesson learned, we start from something which we think, at least in Thailand, is very important. You really need to align your strategy with the national strategic directions. That is the key. And also, it's inevitable that you need to develop your online. With online course, it's very important as well to offer variety of subjects. However, you have to be focused on different modules to ensure that once the students or participants who enroll the online course finish their courses, they would have this sufficient understanding, because when they go out, they can use different vocabularies in different words to communicate with other people. Of course, you need to really monitor the dynamic demand of market requirements, which at this present time we rely very much on our stakeholder. But when it comes to internal stakeholder, it is very important as well. Probably maybe just only in Thailand. Like I mentioned before, we have different experts, and sometimes they compete with each other, because when you are in the same university and you need a government research grants, you still have to compete with each other. Therefore, it would be better to keep tab and understand what other experts in your university are trying to do. In that sense, we can contribute, collaborate, rather than competitive against each other. And also, the last point would be, you really need to adapt your strategy most of the time, because market change, stakeholder requirements change, and of course, the technology change. So all these examples, I think it would be useful for you guys. And if you have any more questions, you can come and ask us. We are on the table at the front line. Thank you very much.